Alright, what is up, y'all? Got a new bike added to the garage. Just picked up this mint 2024 Ninja 500. Been in the market for a new bike for a while. I really needed something that was going to be better just for daily commuting. And I gotta say, first impressions, like, I really do love this bike. I feel like I made the right decision. One thing that sold me on this bike, because I was looking at some naked bikes as well, is just the wind protection. I really wanted to use this for some highway riding, and yesterday on the way home from the dealership and the wind was already pretty annoying on this bike, so I couldn't imagine what it would have been like on the Z. Like, I'm used to that style from the Talaria and dirt bikes in the past, but really when you do get up to that like 80-90 range, I didn't anticipate how windy it'd be. But in this bike, it was handling it fine. People like to talk about how this bike's super slow, and yeah, it's definitely a slower bike. For day-to-day riding, I feel like this is gonna be plenty fast. I'm usually not one for colors, but I do love that Kawasaki green. I don't know if it's the best idea to buy a brand new small CC bike, but as many of you know that are probably watching this video or that are in the market for a smaller CC bike, the marketplace listings tend to be ridiculous. And with this being a leftover, I actually started finding some good deals at dealerships. I feel like after COVID, everything was just marked up, you know, just crazy out the door prices. Deals are starting to be out there. Let me tell you, I was shopping around for a while, went to a couple different dealerships. And let me just put it this way. I got this bike with 1 mile on it, new, out the door, for as much as a lot of marketplace listings are going for a clean used 500 in my area. And it also just felt nice to buy a new bike, I'm not gonna lie. Never really done that before, but I thought, you know what? I'll keep this thing in good shape, maintain it well. But yeah, man, it feels good to be back on a gas bike, let me tell you. Definitely a little bit rusty. Shifts have been rough, no doubt. And like I said, I actually did drive it home from the dealership yesterday. It was about 50 miles. Honestly though, it felt right at home, you know. This bike's super approachable. For anybody, this is their first bike. This is my first street bike. I will say, like, you can just kind of hop right on these and ride. Especially if you have previous dirt bike or other riding experience, very easy to get used to. I was a little nervous pulling off the lot, obviously a heavier bike than the Talaria or dirt bikes or whatever. But yeah, after 2-3 miles, I was feeling right at home. Obviously got a lot to clean up, but man, this bike is just so approachable, so easy to ride, pretty quick. I can already feel you can toss this thing around so well. Or I should have stated earlier, that's actually where we're headed right now, up to one of my favorite canyons by my house. Gonna do some easy, small twisties. Feel like it was only right to break in the bike like that. Obviously, I'm still in the break-in period of this bike with it being new, so I can't be like banging the limiter or anything right now. But we can still have some fun. I've been trying to keep it under 7,000 RPMs or just, you know, not getting too close to the red line. I'll be back to lane filtering in no time. I'm just not like super used to this bike yet, so gotta get used to the size going through cars. I already ordered some shorty levers. Don't like how long these levers are here. I know with sport bikes you're really supposed to keep your arms a little bit wider. I just don't like these like stock long levers. Also got a tail tidy in the way. Stock tail on this looks garbage. But I mean, that's all bikes. Waking up, walking out in the garage this morning and seeing this thing in there just felt so good. I feel like I got best of both worlds now. I mean, got this for the medium trips. You know, stuff like this, going up to the canyons. Keep the Talaria for around town or hitting the trails. Another end goal with this bike is to learn clutch ups. I really have fallen in love with just practicing wheelies or stunting or whatever on the Talaria. So I mean, once I get comfortable with this bike, it's pretty small. Like I said, it's approachable for me. I think I'm gonna start learning clutch ups on this. I might put a cage on it. Haven't really decided yet, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be like full on stunting on this. I don't really know if I want a full cage, but maybe at least frame sliders or something. But that's what this bike's for, man. I'm gonna be using it to commute around town in my daily life. On the channel, we'll be taking some road trips with this, seeing some cool locations. And then yeah, one day we're gonna learn clutch ups on this thing. I would just say I was in the position, and I know some of you that maybe are watching this video or just in general thinking about getting a smaller CC bike. I couldn't decide. Did I want like a Ninja 500, Z500, R3, whatever? I haven't thought about a KLX 300 Supermoto. Or did I want to get like an MT-07, R7, something like that? And I could say, I'm actually content that I got the smaller displacement bike because this does just feel so approachable. I feel like I can already toss it around. I'm gonna be able to learn well on this, and it's gonna build good habits for me. And then for my next bike, although that'll probably be in the, you know, distant future, I'll be honest with you. Probably not gonna be buying too many more bikes soon. I'll probably just step up to like a full size, you know, 600, maybe even a liter bike, I don't know. I think this is gonna be a great bike for me for a couple seasons to just really dial my skills in. And in the meantime, it's already a fun bike, you know? I'm gonna have a fun time doing it. One thing that trips me out about this bike, because I'm used to riding the Talari on the road, is how stable it is. Like, I just feel like this is meant for the road. So far, fourth gear seems to be like the money gear on this bike, where you can just kind of cruise with traffic and chill. Man, it's so hard to keep this thing low in the rev range. I just want to ring it out. Yeah, we have arrived in Immigration Canyon. It's so hard for me to widen my grip on these. I'm so used to having the short grips. Woo! Feels good to be out in the canyon roads on the bike, man. Woo! Man, I'm ready to have this bike fully broken in and be able to ring it out. What a beautiful day out in the canyons, man. Oh my God. Oh, it's so addicting. Yes. All I can say is yes. I'm gonna wait till there's like no cars for a minute or two. Yeah, that wind protection is so nice. I didn't think I realized how much I needed that. Feels so good to be in the turns. Obviously these are slow, awful turns, but give me a couple months. All right, we have arrived at the top of Immigration Canyon. First impressions, love this bike. So much more to come. We're gonna learn so many things on this. Gonna go a lot of places. But that's gonna do it for this one. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch y'all next video.